Hi everyone, Helen, your Emotion Code and Body Code certified practitioner, coming to you from the Inside Out Institute. Good to have you along in the series that we're talking all about relationships, and the sun's just come in and causing a bit of sunstrike through the window there. Sorry about that. And we're talking about how to improve relationships. And in this particular episode, we are talking about something that you may be trying to do. You may be trying to get your partner to change some of their bad habits or change some things about themselves. And I want to have a chat with you about that, because that is actually not the way to do it. And I'm just going to let you in on how you should be doing it. So what you want to be doing is that you want to be focusing on the positive rather than the negative. Yep, you've got it right. Quit picking at them about things they need to change, because come on, let's face it. Do you like people asking you to change who you are and your habits and how you dress and how you talk and how you eat and all those things that make you you? Because if you don't like people doing that to you, then you definitely should not be doing it to anybody else. And I, for one, would say probably most people do not want to be changing. So you need to be making sure that, you like the person you're with just as they are. You like them. You like their personality. You don't always have to agree with them or agree with the way they dress, but you have to really like the person. And then all the other stuff, just put up with it. Don't make a big deal out of it. Don't try to get them to change from being who they are, because research has shown that that will have a negative effect on your relationship rather than a positive effect. And as soon as you start talking about change, they will just shut down. And research has shown that they will that 69% of a couple's problems are just perpetual. They don't go away. And, you tend to argue about them year in, year out, right? Is that you? Does that sound familiar? So, what you want to do is flip it right over and focus on the positives, because like attracts like. When you're positive, people really want to be around that. And I hear you saying, oh, yeah, but how's that going to work? Well, it's easy, actually. What you want to do is model your own positive behavior. And so if you want somebody to be positive back to you, you have to make sure that that is what you'll be putting out to them. So ignore the bad and increase the good. So I've got some ideas of how you're going to do that. So make a promise right here and now. Stop trying to fix what is broken. You're doubling down on the things that make you two happy. Okay. So it's things like building trust. Trust is the foundation of any relationship. And it's about being honest with each other, open about things. You don't always have to agree. And so you can say things in a really kind and loving way to each other, but you do need to be honest and open. Okay. You need to be building respect between each other. So, when somebody's sharing their ideas and their input with you, and maybe not what you want, but actually respect and value that they've taken the time to try and help you and share that with you. And what will happen is that if you respect them, they will respect you back. Okay, I want you to be also thinking about being mindful. And what do I mean about that? Be mindful of your words and actions, because what a lot of us don't realize is that we don't often hear our own tone when we're saying something to somebody else, or we don't recognize that, the flippant way we're speaking may be really upsetting to that other person, and that we're actually creating that negative response in them. So we want to be really aware of the words we use and the actions we use so that we can have the best possible form of communication. Yep, I know we all get tired, but if it slips occasionally, let it be less rather than more, okay? And just focus on that. Now, do you listen? Do you really, really listen to your partner? Because if you want to be heard, you have to also listen to them. And that means not thinking of your reply as they're talking. It means just hearing what is being said, because often there'll be a lot of subtext under the words they're using. And if you stop and really listen to that, you may actually understand that even though somebody says, oh, yeah, they're happy about that, actually, they may be happy to a degree, but there's something else niggling under there. And if you can really be perceptive of that, then you can encourage them to share that. Because remember, you'll be open and you're in a trusting relationship that's being respectful. And so that will actually allow your partner to share the whole deal. And then that will help you both be able to move through whatever is happening together. So it's about listening and really listening to each other. And, I just want to finish off what I started off with. Positivity is contagious. Like attracts like. So if you want a really healthy, positive relationship, then you practice that yourself. Stop criticizing, stop focusing on the bad stuff or the things that are not going well in your relationship, and just focus on the good stuff and see what happens. And I hope it will be a brilliant result for you. So, join me again tomorrow when I've got some more information for you. And until then, great to have you along, and you take lots of care, and I'll catch up with you soon.